This may be the biggest card that Marvel Snap has ever released. All pun intended. Find out why I believe that Blob is the card that you want to get and need to get, as I hereby summon all my imps to join me on my adventures through Marvel Snap. Hey everybody, it's Annabelle. So the Blob is one of the most known characters in Marvel in the longest time, being a heavy character in the X-Men universe. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about his backstory. We're going to go over why I think you have to get this card. And hopefully a lot of people agree with me when all is said and done. So let's start off with what the Blob is. The Blob is a 6/4 that has on reveal and ongoing. The on reveal is it merges the deck into the Blob, and its ongoing is it can't be moved. So let's go over the background real quick. So the Blob, also this Blob, was born in Lubbock, Texas. He joined the circus sideshow at a young age due to his very large weight. His act was that he could remain stationary while others tried to move him. Blob's act got so popular that it reached Professor X. When Professor X figured out Blob was a mutant, he sent Cyclops to ask him to join the X-Men. Blob refused the invitation. This led to a fight that got him kicked out of the circus. Blob was then sought after by Magneto after Magneto heard about this fight. Magneto promised Blob revenge and brought him into the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. He is now a key member of this group and is known as their heavy hitter. Blob's appearance may be that of a very fat man. This is actually the genetic mutation that increases his muscle mass and strength. The fact is those large mounds are solid and durable, making him deceptively strong and fast as well. Blob's powers are super strength, endurance, a great resistance to physical injury, but his superhuman ability is to become immobile at will, as long as he is in contact with the ground. He does this by bonding himself to the earth, forcing the earth to make a monodirectional increase of gravity behind him. Blob pulls energy from the earth below to become virtually immovable. This is represented in Marvel Snap by him pulling energy from what's below him in your deck, and him not moving. So let's talk about the card, because I gotta go over this card. Because, quick spoiler, I'm giving him 5 stars. And I don't normally give any cards 5 stars, it's just like I don't normally like to give cards 1 star. But I honestly think this is a 5-star card. So I'm going to talk about some of the cards that I really think you need to start comparing Blob to. First one is you gotta look at Darkhawk. Not only is it a counter for Darkhawk in Darkhawk deck, but you gotta look at how Darkhawk gets 2 power for each card left in your opponent's deck. You're gaining more than 2 power in general off of the cards remaining in your deck. And Blob starts with 4 power already. Everybody is thinking of the high cards with him, like using stuff like the Infinite, and using stuff like Fella as a background, as a backup, I should say. And even using Thanos to eat up all the stuff. And while all these are vital and reasonable stat lines and ways to make a blob deck, you don't even have to go that far. If you've got 3 cards that are equivalent to Dr. Doom's stats, you're putting plus 15 power on this card. That makes Blob a 618. This is going to be like playing a roulette. Instead of you automatically winning the lane because you destroy everything, you're going to win a lane because you just have so much power behind that lane. You don't need the biggest cards in here. If all you're playing is, say, a Devil Dinosaur, a Evolutionary, and a Dr. Doom, or those are just the 3 cards left in your deck, he's getting plus 12 power. That makes him a 616. Also, a little side note for Shuri. Shuri does not work with the Blob. It'll make him a plus 8, and then he'll eat everything, instead of him eating everything and then doubling the power. So don't use Shuri in a Blob deck. But another card that I think that a lot of people gotta look at is the Evolved Hulk. For the longest time in Marvel Snap, and not even that long ago, there were people who were playing high evolutionary decks that were basically only putting the Hulk in there. And maybe a Wasp to make it work. And getting Hulk to like 16, 18 and loving the fact, and people hating the fact that they had 16, 18 Hulk. Blob is a 16, 18 a lot of times. Another way that you can really build this deck is you could actually put Devil Dinosaur in the deck. And all Devil Dinosaur is doing is working as having a heavy hand. You put the Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. in here. The Maria Hills, the Coulson, the Nick Furies, and you're playing down cards, but you're grabbing cards, but you're not drawing anything, which usually is the worst part about a Devil Dinosaur deck that's doing the Nick Fury method. But now you don't care because you're going to eat everything that's left in your deck. Another card that I think everybody's got to look at for the Blob is Professor X. You play Professor X in one lane and you win it, Blob can almost guarantee you to win the second lane. Another interesting one that I think a lot of people gotta kind of watch out for is either Arkham Zola or Taskmaster. If you can somehow get Blob out one turn early, you can actually eat the Blob with the Arkham Zola and get 2 Blobs. That'll be the higher power. If you can somehow get Blob out of turn early, you can copy it with the Taskmaster. And one of the ways that you can kind of do that is with Invisible Woman. Hiding it behind Invisible Woman, and then playing the Blob, and then playing the Taskmaster. So, these are cards that have been known to really change how the game works. I'm talking about the same level of Darkhawk. I'm talking about the same level of High Evolutionary Hulk. I'm talking about the same annoyance as a lot. And you don't have to build that heavy of a deck into it. Now, yes, if you put in all the low cards that are already appearing into a deck, he's not going to work. If every single card in your deck is a 0 or below, that's not what you want to put them in, but you're not putting them into a deck like that. That's like saying that you're going to put a deck into a deck that doesn't have a single destroy card. Or that you're going to put a Miles Morales into a deck that doesn't have a single move ability. That's not how you build a deck around them. For the rest of the stuff this week, it is ridiculous. Living Tribunal is one of the good, solid, OG cards that has been around for a while, that can win you games, can win you matches, can win you infinite. Ravonna Renslayer has become a secret sleeper that nobody has known about, and now with the +2 buff that she just got, she's going to be nasty. Using her to pull out those goblins and green goblins, and those dark hawks, and those mystiques, and everything else. So there's not a bad card in this particular cycle. But I might tell you to go 4 keys deep just to get the Blob. And I've never said that before. So if you don't own any of these cards, you are good to rock and roll. If you've got 6,000 tokens and own the Living Tribunal and Ravonna Renslayer, maybe spend the 6,000 tokens, but even without that, the old art for some of these, it's not bad. I'm gonna not lie about you. Ravonna Renslayer could use a little bit of work, I won't lie. But let's see what we get in the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? Let's all find what's in the box. Box says Ravonna Renslayer. Nice. I want to thank you all so much for watching. And as always, remember, play for fun.